interest in the science of marine biology and are seeking a greater understanding of our impacts on the oceans. This book aims to contribute to this auspicious trend by providing an accessible, up-to-date and comprehensive introduction to the oceanic environment and the nature of life in the oceans, so that listeners can better appreciate the inherent beauty and complexity of marine systems, their significance to our planet and to human society, some of the consequences of increasing human impacts, and, ultimately, some of the actions required to put us on a path to a more sustainable relationship with our oceans, so that they can be restored and protected for future generations. Chapter 1. The Oceanic Environment. Viewed from space, our planet is clearly dominated by its greatest natural feature, a vast, deep and interconnected mass of seawater, the global ocean. The global ocean has an area of about 362 million square kilometers, an average depth of 3,682 meters, and contains an enormous amount of water, about 1.34 billion cubic kilometers, which constitutes about 97% of all the water that exists on our planet. As the science writer Arthur C. Clarke observed, how inappropriate to call this planet Earth, when clearly it is ocean. Geography of the global ocean. The global ocean has come to be divided into 5 regional oceans: the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern Oceans, the latter extending from the coast of Antarctica to the line of latitude at 60 degrees south. Many of the marginal areas of these regional oceans are familiarly known as seas, for example the Caribbean Sea or the Red Sea. Oceans are large seawater-filled basins that share characteristic structural features. The edge of each basin consists of a shallow, gently sloping extension of the adjacent continental landmass and is termed the continental shelf. Continental shelves typically extend offshore to depths of a couple of hundred meters and vary from several kilometers to hundreds of kilometers in width. At the outer edge of the continental shelf, the ocean floor drops off abruptly and steeply to form the continental slope, which extends down to depths of 2 to 3 kilometers. The continental slope then gives way to a more gently sloping continental rise that descends another kilometer or so to merge with a vast expanse of flat, soft ocean bottom, the abyssal plain, that extends over depths of about 4 to 6 kilometers and accounts for about 76% of the global ocean floor. The abyssal plains are transected by extensive mid-ocean ridges, underwater mountain chains created by intense volcanic activity that rise thousands of meters above the surrounding abyssal plains. Mid-ocean ridges form a continuous chain of mountains that extend linearly for 65,000 kilometers across the floor of the global ocean basins, akin to the seams on a baseball. In some places along the edges of the abyssal plains, the ocean bottom is cut by narrow trenches that plunge to extraordinary depths, 3 to 4 kilometers below the surrounding ocean floor, and are thousands of kilometers long, but only tens of kilometers wide. To provide a comparative sense of scale, the Grand Canyon averages about 1.6 kilometers deep, is 446 kilometers long, and is about 16 kilometers wide on average. The deepest known part of the global ocean, at around 11 kilometers below sea level, is at the bottom of one such trench, the Mariana Trench, located off Japan and the Philippine Islands. Seamounts are another distinctive feature of ocean basins. They are typically extinct submarine volcanoes that rise 1,000 or more meters above the surrounding ocean floor, but do not reach the surface of the ocean. Their peaks are thus hundreds to thousands of meters below the ocean's surface. Seamounts generally occur in chains or clusters, in association with mid-ocean ridges, although some rise from the ocean floor as solitary features. The global ocean contains an estimated 100,000 or so seamounts that rise more than 1 kilometer above the surrounding deep ocean floor, and around 13,000 seamounts that rise more than 1.5 kilometers. Ocean habitats. Marine organisms live throughout the global ocean, from its sunlit surface to the bottom of its deepest.